evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Epic Basketball League. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live this evening on behalf of the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network from the Dave Cave. Tonight's action is brought to you by Action PC Basketball. We have just kicked off the gold tier of the playoffs here in the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League season. And that means we are down to the final 8 teams in the hunt for the championship. Earlier this week, the number 2 seeded Los Angeles Lakers opened their best 3 out of 5 series against the Cincinnati Royals with a home victory sparked by 37 points from Jerry West to put the Lakers up 1-0 in their best of 5 series. Let's pull up the brackets so we can take a look at how the playoff picture is setting up. Here we go. As you can see, Los Angeles over Cincinnati in Game 1 of their best of 5 series. Tonight we bring you Game 1 of the 4-5 matchup pitting the Philadelphia 76ers against the Atlanta Hawks, and this should be a close one. These two teams battled neck and neck throughout the regular season, and it was Atlanta nudging out Philadelphia by 1 game in the standings to maintain their status in the gold tier. Philadelphia will be dropping down and relegated to the silver tier next season after falling behind the Hawks in the year-end final standings. So the 76ers will be looking for some measure of revenge here tonight as they enter the Alexander Memorial Coliseum to take on the Hawks. The 76ers are led by their all-NBA first-team small forward, Billy Cunningham. He led the team with 20.4 points per game and picked up an impressive 8.7 rebounds per game. The Hawks are led by the dynamic duo of Lou Hudson and the rookie Pete Maravich. Hudson was 8th in the league at scoring this year at 23.1 points per game. Maravich put up 19.7 points per game. So this is an exciting duo. Now let's take you to the basketball court, and we will tip things off. First, we will look at the starting lineups for your Philadelphia 76ers, the visitors. At the point guard, it will be Archie Clark. Very impressive season for the fifth-year man out of Minnesota. He averaged 15.2 points per game and 4.6 assists for the 76ers. Hal Greer is the shooting guard, and the aforementioned Billy Cunningham is your small forward. Jim Washington is the power forward. He had a very nice season, averaging 14.9 points and 8.8 rebounds per game. And the big man in the middle will be Luke Jackson, 6th year out of University of Texas Pan American. For the Hawks, the starting point guard is Walt Hazzard. Very fine player out of UCLA, 7th year man. He will be joined in the backcourt by Pistol Pete and Sweet Lou Hudson. Bill Bridges is the big man at the power forward. He pulled down 12.4 rebounds per game this year. And the veteran Walt Bellamy out of Indiana is your center. He averaged a double-double this season with 14.5 points, 10.3 rebounds per game. And let's get things kicked off. I'd like to welcome to the chat room the original Grognard. Welcome, my man, Al Red Sox fan. Welcome to the ball game, Tribe fan. Good to see you folks. Let's go ahead and get things tipped off. And it will be Philadelphia in control of the jump. Jackson wins the jump. It is Archie Clark directing the offense. He is working against Walt Hazzard. And right away, Archie Clark is going to take it to the hole. He dumps one off to Cunningham on the baseline, and Cunningham tosses it in for his first 2 points of the game. Back come the Atlanta Hawks, moving from left to right on your computer screen. Walt Hazard directing traffic. Has got Hudson down low, but Hudson is not much of a threat from the low post. He waits for Hudson to clear to the baseline, and now he swings it over to Hudson. Hudson's going to drive to the basket. He's met there by Jackson. The short jump shot by Hudson, no good. The rebound goes to Jackson. So a good start tonight defensively for the big Luke Jackson inside for Philadelphia. 76ers basketball. Cunningham creating space on the low block against the smaller Lou Hudson. His short jump shot is off the rim, no good. And the rebound goes to Bridges. Bridges kicks it out quickly to Hazard, and the Hawks will run. Hazard all alone down court, lays it up and good. 2-2 basketball game. Jackson inside, guarded closely by Bellamy. That's not going to be a good matchup for Philadelphia. So Archie Clark dribbles the ball back around to his right. Looks down to Cunningham on the baseline. Nothing happening there. 13 on the shot clock. Cunningham passes it out to Greer. Greer's going to put the shot up with the shot clock expiring. And he can't get it up. It's stolen away by Pistol Pete. Nice defense by Maravich. And Atlanta has the basketball. They're going to look inside to Bill Bridges down low. Jackson forces him to pick up his dribble. Back outside to Maravich to Hudson. Hazard outside. Bridges gets it back in the lane. Short jump shot is off the heel of the rim, no good. Pulled down by Cunningham. 2-2 ball game as the 76ers set up the offense. Clark once again is going to put it on the floor. He drives into the lane. He's cut off by Bellamy. And the short jump shot by Clark is blocked away. Looked like Washington got a piece of that one. Hudson got a piece of that one, and it's Washington on the offensive glass for Philadelphia. Shot clock running down. The putback attempt. Oh, no, we have a whistle. And there is going to be an offensive foul on Washington. That is his first. Shot clock was running down. Washington had to hurry. And he threw that shoulder into Bill Bridges and got called for the offensive foul. Here come the Hawks. Still a 2-2 ball game. 10:26 to play. First quarter. They look outside to Maravich. Working against Hal Greer. And Maravich gets his pocket picked by Clark. Good steal by Archie Clark, the point guard. Clark's going to bring it up slowly. He stops and pops, calls his own number. Jump shot is no good. Bridges with another rebound. And once again, the Hawks are on the move. It's Hazard with Hudson. Hudson takes it to the basket, and he scores it. So that's 4 points on the fast break for the Hawks, and they have taken a 4-2 lead. Philadelphia working outside to Clark. Clark is fouled on the perimeter by Maravich. And that will be a one-shot foul for Archie Clark. Very good free throw shooter, 78.7% on the regular season, but he misses that one. And Bridges takes another rebound. 3 rebounds already for Bill Bridges for the Hawks. And Atlanta has the basketball looking to extend the lead. Hazard over to Hudson. They look inside to Bridges. Back out to Hazard for the jump shot, no good. Rebound Greer. Empty possession for the Hawks. Sixers bring it back. They look inside to Cunningham. He's got a mismatch against Walt Hazard down low. Can he convert that one? The short jump shot is good. Cunningham with all 4 of the Philadelphia points to start this one. And we're tied at 4. Hazard outside. Calls his own number, shoots the fadeaway and scores it. Tough shot for Hazard. Hawks back on top. Archie Clark now. Can he respond for the 76ers? His jump shot is no good from the top of the key. Rebound by Bridges. Bill Bridges dominating the boards for the Hawks so far in this game. Hawks come back to Maravich. He's going to have a tough matchup with Greer tonight, and Greer stole that one. 76ers thought about getting out in transition, but they pull it back. They didn't have the numbers. And Clark will set up the offense once again. Jackson has it down low with Bill Bridges all over him. He's going to look to the opposite side of the lane to Cunningham inside. Cunningham with the layup, and that's good. That's 6 for Cunningham. He's got all of the Philadelphia points so far. And once again, we are tied. Atlanta coming back, looking inside to Bridges. His jump shot is no good. Battle for the rebound controlled by Luke Jackson. 3-on-2 numbers for Philadelphia coming back with Archie Clark in the lead. He's got Greer on his wing. They get it to Washington, and Washington slams it home. Nice alley-oop from Archie Clark to Washington. They were favoring Greer on the opposite wing. But Clark finds Washington for the throwdown. 8-6. Philadelphia here as the Atlanta crowd goes quiet after that facial applied by Jim Washington. Hawks look inside once again to Bridges. Gets it from Maravich. On the pick and roll, Bridges in traffic, and he got that left arm out there, and he's called for the offensive foul. And with this break in the action, we'll say welcome to the chat room to Arnold Hunter. Nice to have you on board, my man. Just under 8 minutes to play first quarter. 76ers with the basketball, leading 8-6. Washington is the open man on the post. Posting up against Bridges. Ball fake. Short jump shot is good. Nice shot by Washington. He put up nearly 15 a game this season. And he's got 4 in the first quarter here tonight. Atlanta sets up the offense. They're going to run it through Hudson. Working against Washington. Hudson's going to take the outside jump shot. Can he hit it? It rolls out. Bridges grabs the rebound but loses it out of bounds. And the basketball will go back to Philadelphia. Sixers with the basketball leading 10-6. They've got Cunningham working down low once again against Lou Hudson. Cunningham gets into the lane, lays it up and good. 8 points for Cunningham as he has owned Lou Hudson here in the first 5 minutes of this ball game. Hudson looking for revenge. Cunningham's got him smothered. Hudson's forced to pass it away. Throws it back out to Hazard. Hazard looks back to Hudson, but Hudson was looking for the back door, and Hazard threw it behind him. Basketball goes back to Philadelphia. 76ers already up 12-6. Beginning to take control of this one in the early going. 76ers will look to Greer. Gets the ball from Cunningham. Drives to the basket, runs into Maravich, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Greer. Got to give the refs credit. That's 3 offensive fouls. They are consistent on both ends of the court. And that's as much as you can ask for. Philadelphia coach Jack Ramsey questioning the referees on that call, but the call stands, and it's Atlanta basketball. Richie Garrett on the sidelines for Atlanta, imploring his team to get some offense going. They look down inside to Bridges. He's got a mismatch on the pick and roll against Greer. Can he take advantage? Bridges goes to the left hand. Rises up. And the shot is tipped away by Washington. Nice help side defense by Washington. He came over and protected the weak side of the rim and got a finger on the shot and collected the rebound for himself. Well done by Jim Washington. 76er basketball. Once again, they look inside to Cunningham. Posting up the smaller Lou Hudson. This time his jump shot is no good. But he is fouled on the shot by Bellamy. This will be 2 free throws for Billy Cunningham, looking to stretch the 76ers lead. Hello, Dave Garner. How's it going tonight? Good to see you, my friend. As Cunningham converts the free throw. And he can get into double figures with this free throw if he makes it. And it's good. 10 points already for Billy Cunningham. And he has got his team out to a 14-6 lead midway through the first quarter. Atlanta looks to Maravich. He hits the jump shot from outside. And that ends the Philadelphia run. Philadelphia comes back, looking inside once again to Cunningham. He is posting up effectively against Hudson. This time his shot is off the rim, no good. But Maravich got him on the arm, and that is 2 on Maravich. Pistol Pete was off to a good start from the floor in this game. He's probably going to have to leave the contest. Yes, he on his way to the bench to be replaced by Jerry Chambers as Cunningham hits the first free throw. Second shot for Cunningham is good. And the Sixers have once again doubled up the Hawks 16-8. Now under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Hazard with the basketball, working outside against Clark. Looks over at Chambers. Can't find anything. Resets the offense. They go to Hudson on the baseline. Hudson takes it to the hole. Tries to get it to Bridges, but it's tipped away and stolen by Clark. Second steal of the game for Archie Clark, and he brings it up slowly as the 76ers will take their time and set up the offense deliberately. They look over to Greer now on the perimeter. His jump shot is off the back rim, no good. Rebound high in the air. It's taken by Washington. Washington puts up the follow. His two-handed layup is good. And the 76ers have opened up a double-digit lead. Richie Garrett on the sideline says, let's get it to Bellamy. Bellamy gets the defender off his feet, lays it up and good. And he is fouled on the play by Luke Jackson. And that will be a chance for the and one for Walt Bellamy. Bellamy only a 60% free throw shooter in the regular season, but he gets that to go, and it is now an 18-11 ball game in favor of Philadelphia as the 76ers set the offense. Clark motions to Greer, sends it down low to Washington. Washington inside, shoots the short jump shot, it's good. 8 points, 3 rebounds in the early going here for Washington. As he is helping Cunningham. It's been all Cunningham and Washington. They have combined for all 20 of the 76ers points. While the Hawks have struggled. They get it to Hudson on the baseline. Hudson takes it to the hole once again. Jackson is there waiting for him. He stops and pops. And Jackson got a piece of it. Nice help defense by Luke Jackson as he blocked the shot, grabbed the rebound. 76ers doing everything they want this first quarter. They look inside once again to Washington. He lays this one up no good. And the rebound on the play is taken by Bellamy. Here come the Atlanta Hawks. They've got some numbers. They've got Hazard running the break. He gets it over to Hudson. Hudson's shot is tipped away in midair. Blocked by Jackson. Battle for the rebound taken by Cunningham. Another opportunity denied by the interior defense of the 76ers. Now Washington is down low. He lays it up off the glass and good. And Washington has joined Cunningham in double digits. And it is a 22-11 basketball game in favor of the 76ers. Very strong performance by Jim Washington here in the first quarter. 6-year man out of Villanova. Here's Hazard. Crosses over against Clark. Gets into the lane. Cut off by Jackson. His shot is up no good. Jackson made him change the shot. Washington with the rebound. And it looks like the 76ers have numbers. Archie Clark in the lead. And he's grabbed by Hudson. Actually, it was Cunningham who was the recipient of that foul. And Cunningham will take one shot at the line. Foul was called on the floor. Cunningham looking for point number 13 here in the first quarter, and he missed it. Rebound grab by Bridges. Atlanta's going to look inside once again to Bellamy. Defended by Jackson. Short jump shot, no good. And the rebound goes to Bellamy, gets his own board. Bellamy with the putback, goes to the left hand, off the backboard and good. That's what they call stick-to-itiveness in the language of Dick Vitale. 76ers now bringing it back. Look to Greer. He's going to take the shot from outside. It's around the rim and no good. Bridges comes away with it, and he is fouled on the play by Washington. That's going to be 2 on Washington, and Washington's going to have to sit down. 10 points, 4 rebounds for Washington, but now 2 fouls. And let's see if the Hawks can take advantage of his absence. Chambers will be at the line, shooting 1. Jerry Chambers, the third-year man out of the University of Utah. Very fine free throw shooter, 79% on the regular season. He gets that one to go. And it is 22-14 76ers. Just over 3 minutes to play, first quarter. 76ers are going to look again to Greer. Drives to the basket, cut off by Bellamy. Stops in the lane. Throws up the floater, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Hazard. Hazard with the basketball, under 3 to play now. Hawks looking to nibble away at this 76er lead. They get it outside to Jerry Chambers. He's got space. He drives to the basket. It's knocked away out of bounds, but the Hawks will keep possession. Hal Greer's going to sit down, and he will be replaced by Freddie Crawford out of St. Bonaventure. Crawford to inbound. He looks inside to Chambers. Nothing going on down there. They swing it around to Hudson. Back out on top to Hazard. Hazard's going to pull the trigger from up top, and he scores it. Tough shot by Walt Hazard. Hawks back within 6. Fans here in Atlanta are starting to wake up and get behind their boys, as they have scored 5 in a row to cut the lead to 6. 76ers go inside to Howell, and Howell scores that one from the baseline, picking right up where Washington left off. And that's the first points from the 76ers for somebody not named Cunningham or Washington, as Bailey Howell gets that one to go. Very popular member of the 76ers in his final season of basketball. 6-time NBA All-Star, 2-time league champion with the Celtics, now finishing his career in Atlanta, much to the delight of finishing his career in Philadelphia, much to the delight of the Windy City, the City of Brotherly Love fans. I call it the Windy City because actually statistically Philadelphia is windier than Chicago. And yet Chicago somehow got the moniker of the Windy City. All right, Atlanta basketball, just over 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Jerry Chambers has the ball down low, working against Crawford. Chambers is going to take the shot. It's no good. And the rebound goes to Clark. Back come the 76ers, looking to get back on the horse and get back in the lead. They look to Crawford outside against Chambers. Crawford comes down the baseline. He's knocked down and fouled by Hazard. That's the 5th team foul against the Hawks, and so that will put Philadelphia into the bonus, and this will be a 2-shot foul for Freddie Crawford. First shot by Crawford is good. And if Crawford can connect again, he'll put the 76ers back on top by double digits. But he missed that one. And the rebound is grabbed by Davis. Jim Davis now into the game for Atlanta. Atlanta searching for some offense. They've got Hudson on the baseline. He's going to put it on the floor once again. He floats to the basket. Two-handed layup is good. There's some contact on the play. And he is going to get a foul shot opportunity as well. He was hit on the arm by Bailey Howell, managed to power through the foul, get the basket and the opportunity for the three-point play. Hudson's free throw is no good. But Davis sneaks in and grabs the offensive rebound. Can Davis score the putback? He shuffles his feet. No call. Good look inside. Cannot get the shot to go. And finally Crawford pulls the rebound out of there for Philadelphia. My goodness, Davis could not get those puppies organized and was all off balance and tangled up, and his shot was nowhere close to making it to the basket. Cunningham looks inside to Howell. Howell hits another one. And that is 4 for Bailey Howell. Minute and a half to go, first quarter. 76ers lead by 9. Atlanta looks inside to Big Jim Davis. He kicks it back out to Hazard. Hazard with the long jump shot, no good. Rebound to the 76ers by Autry. Autry quickly gets it out to Wally Jones, now running the point. Jones is going to try and go coast to coast with it. He dishes it off to Cunningham. Cunningham's layup is no good. But he is fouled on the play by Jerry Chambers. So Cunningham will go to the line, and he will get 3 to make 2. And he misses the first. He'll have 2 more opportunities added here. Second shot is up and good. 76ers back on top by 10. Looking to equal their biggest lead of 11 if Cunningham hits this one. No, it's no good. Battle for the rebound. Stolen away by Autry for Philadelphia. Autry with the turnaround jump shot off the glass. No good. And this time the rebound is taken by White, Herb White, now in the game at point guard for the Hawks. White looking to run with Hudson. Fast break opportunity for Atlanta. But White pushed off. He is called for the offensive foul on that fast break opportunity. 76ers with the basketball now leading 28-18 with just 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Very sluggish first quarter for the Atlanta Hawks. Only 38% from the field in this first period, which explains why the Hawks are already facing a double-digit deficit. Wally Jones setting up the offense for Philadelphia. What's he going to do? He directs traffic, swings the ball around, gets it back, working against Herb White. Jones is going to take it to the basket. But White stripped him. Nice recovery by White on the defensive end. White's coming back on the fast break. Let's see if he has any better luck this time. He gets it to Hudson, and Hudson converts. Final minute of play here, first quarter. 76ers up by 8. Cunningham with the basketball out on the perimeter. Plenty of time on the shot clock. He swings it back out top. They get it back to Cunningham in the corner. His corner jump shot is no good. Howell takes the rebound, and he's going to swing it back out for a fresh 24. 37 seconds to play first quarter. Jones asks for the pick. Gets the pick, drops it off to Howell. Howell's shot is no good. Rebounded by Crawford. He sends it back out. And it will be a third opportunity for Philadelphia here in the closing moments. White guarding Jones. Jones puts it on the floor, going to his left. Dishes it to Howell in the post. Howell with the short jump shot off the rim. That's no good. Rebound finally by Bridges. Philadelphia had 3 cracks at it, could not convert. And Bridges grabs the rebound. The Hawks will wait and hold the ball for the final shot. They get it to Hudson. Hudson with the fade away from the perimeter. It's good. And he is fouled on the play by Jones. What a horrible stretch for Wally Jones. Bad foul. He never fouled the jump shooter. And with just 1 second to play in the fourth quarter, Lou Hudson has the opportunity for a 3-point play, and he can cut the lead back to 5. Hudson steadies himself, shoots the free throw. It's good. And with 1 second to play, can the 76ers get a shot off? They heave it the length of the court. They can't get it off. All right, that is the end of your first quarter. Let's take a look at the box score. Hello, Rob. Welcome to the chat room. Doesn't even say hello. Already wants to know who's next up on deck. Good to see you too, my man. And here is your box score: 28-23, Philadelphia at the end of the first quarter. And of those 28, 13 for Cunningham, 10 for Washington. And so the two forwards for Philadelphia did all the damage. Hudson led the Hawks with 9, but the Hawks managed only a 43% shooting performance in the first quarter. And if it weren't for that last little spurt at the end of the quarter, that 5-0 run, it is a 5-point game in favor of the Hawks. All right, at halftime we'll have some channel updates, but for now let's head back to the arena for the second quarter of tonight's ball game. Hawks control the tip. Herb White has it working outside against Greer. White looks for help, swings it over to Hudson. With 12 on the shot clock, Hudson's going to take it to the hole. He gets into the lane, he lays it up off the window, it's good. And here come the Atlanta Hawks. They pulled it within 3. Philadelphia coming back, looks to Greer. Greer from the outside, jump shot no good. Awkward shot off the rim, rebounded by Hudson. Atlanta coming back, they've got Hudson working against Ogden now on the outside. That's a little more comfortable matchup for Hudson. He brings it into the lane and scores again. And it is a 1-point game. The Hawks are on the comeback, a 9-0 run, and the Hawks are right back in this one. Archie Clark running the offense, gets it over to Ogden. Bud Ogden with the ball down low, covered by Hudson. Ogden swings it back out, gets it back, lays it up, no good. Ogden gets his own rebound, and he's going to push it back out to Archie Clark to reset the offense. Fresh 24 for the Sixers, looking to break this run, and Clark pulls the trigger, no good. Rebound Bellamy. And after trailing by 11, the Hawks now have the chance to take the lead. White, top of the key, swings it to Davis. Davis from the baseline, no good. But the foul is called on Washington on the play, and that is 3 on Washington. My goodness, Washington was off to a great start, but now he's back in foul trouble and probably headed back to the bench. Big Jim Davis hits the first free throw, and we are tied. And sure enough, Bailey Howell back into the game, replacing Washington for the 76ers. Davis looking to put the Hawks back on top. He hits it, and it is now 29-28 in favor of Atlanta. 76ers need to get something going. They look inside to Bailey Howell, the veteran. Can they get it down to him low? Greer to Clark, back to Ogden. They finally get it into Howell. Howell turns quickly against Davis, puts it up and good. Nice drop step by the veteran Bailey Howell to put 76ers back in the lead and end the 11-0 run by the Hawks. Maravich dueling Greer on the outside. Can't get anything to happen. Bellamy out on the baseline. He can't pull the trigger. Finally, he rises up. His shot's no good. He was off balance. And that one bounces off the top of the board and out of bounds. Basketball will go back to the 76ers. 76er basketball leading by 1 point. 10 minutes to go, second quarter. Clark on top. Swings it over to Ogden on the outside. Bud Ogden Dribbling against Hudson. Hudson's all over him. What's he going to do? He loses it out of bounds. He tried to get it back out on top, but credit Hudson for forcing the turnover on that play. The Hawks regain the basketball. They've got White on the point. He's going to look inside to Bellamy. Can they get it down to him? They get it from Maravich. Bellamy with a little kiss off the rim. No good. Bellamy gets his own rebound. The putback attempt is up and good. Bellamy with the putback, and the Hawks are back on top by 1. Philadelphia looks to Bailey Howell inside against Davis, and he torches him again. Bailey Howell is like the old dude on the playground with his glasses strapped on his head and bandages on both ankles and both knees, but he knows what he's doing out there, and he made Jim Davis look silly on that play. 76ers back out on top. Maravich working against Greer. He takes it into the lane, and he's swiped away by Bud Ogden. How about that? Here comes the 76er fast break. Archie Clark leading the way. He gets it back from Autry, and Clark lays it up and good. First basket of the game for Archie Clark to go with 5 assists. And that was a neat little give and go they pulled on the fast break with Autry. 76ers now back up 3. 9 minutes to play, second quarter. Hawks look inside to Bellamy. Can they get it to him? Yes, awesome pass to Bellamy from White, and Bellamy buries the short jump shot. Hawks trail by 1. 76ers look inside to Howell again. Rising up against Davis, and he scores again. 76ers back up 3. They're going to look inside to Davis. Davis and Howell dueling on the blocks on both ends of the court. Davis gets it inside, shoots from in close and scores it. Both teams trading baskets here, running effective offenses here in the second quarter. Both teams are now at 50% shooting. Here's Clark from the wing. He can't get it to go, but he is fouled on the play by Herb White. That's 2 on White. This will be a 2-shot foul for Archie Clark, as he was in the act of shooting. Clark steps to the line, centers himself, puts it up and good. Walt Hazzard back into the game for Atlanta. As Clark puts up the second shot, it's also good. 76ers back up by 3. Atlanta back on the offense. Hazzard now gets it over to Maravich. Maravich goes to his left, and he double dribbled. And here comes Al Henry out of the University of Wisconsin, coming in to play some power forward. As the 76ers have a 3-point lead and the basketball. Welcome San Diego Jaws to the chat room. Rob's looking for a cold one. Has like 68 to choose from. I'll be interested to see what he comes up with. As Clark sets the offense. Henry's down low against Bridges. He's smothered. Cunningham can't get open. Clark resets. He's going to have to take it himself as the shot clock runs down inside 10. He drives to the hole. He's cut off by Jerry Chambers. He shoots no good. Off the rim, Cunningham grabs the offensive board, swings it back out on top, and Clark will reset with a fresh 24. 76ers still up by 3. They look to Greer, defended by Maravich. Jump shot by Greer is good. First basket of the game for Hal Greer, and the 76ers are back on top by 5. Atlanta sets the offense. Hazzard working against Clark. Shoots it down to Maravich. Nice pass. Maravich has room. He dribbles inside. He's cut off by Jackson in the lane. His floater is up and blocked away by Jackson. Rebounded by Greer. 3 blocks now for Luke Jackson inside, continuing to patrol the lane for Philadelphia. Quickly they go to Greer. He's got room. He shoots a jump shot. He buries it. That's 2 in a row for Greer. And the 76ers have opened it back again by 7. Do the Hawks have another run in them before the end of the first quarter? Hazard with the basketball working against Greer. To his right. Into the lane. Pull up jump shot. No good. Rebound by Bellamy on the offensive glass. Can Bellamy clean up the mess? Actually, we've got a whistle and there's another mess that the referees want cleaned up. And we are now ready to continue. Hawks maintain control of the basketball. Full 24 seconds to shoot. And Rob has chosen a Seagram's Escapes Classic Lime Margarita. So is that like a margarita in a bottle? What is that? Never heard of that. I always thought Seagram's was whiskey, but I guess that's what that is. I'm certainly no expert on that. Atlanta looking to set up to play. They go inside to Bellamy. Can Bellamy get something done? He gets it over to Bridges. Bridges' 10-footer is around the rim and out. Rebounded by Al Henry. 76ers back on offense with Clark. Down low to Henry. Henry's going to try and get it back out to Clark. Shot clock running down. Clark, foul line extended. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham loses it. Recovers it. Poked away by Maravich. Here comes Pistol Pete. And he is going to take it coast to coast. He's got Henry on him. He shoots the fall-away jump shot, no good. Forced that one. Bridges grabs the rebound for Atlanta. And Bridges' putback attempt is nothing but net. First basket of the night for Bill Bridges, but he has more than contributed his fair share to this effort with 9 rebounds. Under 6 minutes to play now in the second quarter. And the 76ers go back to Greer, and this time his jump shot is good. Hawks coming back, trailing by 7 now. They look to Maravich once again. Maravich to his left. Drives the lane. Cut off by Henry. Scoop shot from inside is around the rim and out. Rebounded by Henry. And we've got a whistle and a foul as Bellamy, fighting for the rebound, gets called for displacement. And it will be Luke Jackson going to the free throw line for 1 shot. Jackson sizes it up. Shot no good. And the rebound is taken by Bridges. That's 10 rebounds already in the first half for Atlanta's Bill Bridges. Hawks working the offense. They get it inside to Bellamy, and he buries the short jump shot. 5-point game now, under 5 minutes to play. Once again, the 76ers look to Greer on the perimeter. Fall-away jump shot this time is no good, around the rim. Bridges with another rebound. It's Hazard and Hudson in transition for Atlanta. Hazard takes it to the rack. His shot is up, no good. And it is pulled away by Al Henry. Nice transition defense there by the 76ers to stop that one. They come back with Clark. Clark steps around Hazard, gets to the basket. Short jump shot, no good. Clark has missed 5 straight, and this time it is Bridges with another rebound for Atlanta. And the Hawks have another transition opportunity led by Hazard. Hazard to Hudson. This time Hudson lays it up and good. 15 points now for Lou Hudson in the first half. He now leads all scorers. Cunningham has gone quiet here in the second period. Hawks within 3, 4:15 to play here in the second quarter. Cunningham has the ball outside, working against Hudson. Hudson's not giving him any space. Cunningham's forced to pass it down into the post. It's knocked away and stolen by Maravich. Maravich helping out on the double team down low. Got in the passing lane and took that one away from Cunningham. Atlanta basketball. Hazard works the ball around, gets it to Hudson on the baseline. Hudson takes it inside. Short layup is no good. Rebound, Luke Jackson. Back the other way come the 76ers. Cunningham working outside against Lou Hudson. Forces his way into the middle. Cut off by Bridges. Short jump shot around and out. Bridges grabs the rebound, but we've got a loose ball foul on the play, and that's going to go against Sweet Lou Hudson for Atlanta, and Cunningham will be at the free throw line for one shot. Cunningham looking for his first point of the second quarter after putting up 13 in the first. Cunningham gets it, and the 76ers are now up 4. Hazard working on the outside. Over to Hudson. Hudson takes it to the hole against Cunningham. Short layup, no good, off rim. Rebound Bellamy. Bellamy with another putback. Pump fake, lays it up, in and out. And this time the rebound will be grabbed by Al Henry. Al Henry, 4 rebounds in limited minutes here in the second quarter. And it looks like the 76ers are going to push the ball in transition. Archie Clark with Cunningham and Greer. They go to Greer, he lays it up and good. Very nicely done by Henry as he took the pass and got it down low to Greer, who made the easy layup. 76ers back on top by 6. Maravich from the outside. Takes it into the lane once again. Shoots over Henry, no good. Bellamy with another offensive board. Bellamy with another putback attempt. He missed again. But Hazard steals the rebound and passes it back out. They swing it around to Maravich on the perimeter. Can he hit from outside? No, it's stolen by Hal Greer. Tenacious defense by the 76ers as Greer took it away from Maravich. They get it to Clark on the wing. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Off the side of the rim, and another rebound for Bridges. Hawks coming back the other way. They've got 4-on-1. Hazard pushes it to the hole, gets it to Bellamy, and Bellamy slams it home. Two-hand jam by Bellamy, and he is fouled on the play by Greer. Nice transition, fast break by the Hawks on that play, and they found the trailer Bellamy. Bellamy threw it down and got fouled by Greer, and he will have the opportunity for the three-point play. Free throw is up, no good. And Maravich steals the rebound. How about that? Pete Maravich snuck in, stole that one. And the Hawks have the opportunity for a 4-point possession. As Maravich comes around on the weave, shows and goes, gets to the basket, finger roll up and good. That is just 4 points for Maravich here. It's been all Hudson and Bellamy for the Hawks, but once again it is a 2-point ball game. Clark setting up the offense, under 2 minutes to play now. Cunningham being smothered by Hudson. He looks inside to Bailey Howell. Bailey Howell with the turnaround jump shot is good. And what a clutch performance off the bench by Bailey Howell. Washington's in foul trouble, and Howell just picked right up, and he's got 12 points now off the bench for Philadelphia. 76ers lead by 4. Maravich on the perimeter. Shoots the 15-footer. It's good. Pistol Pete pulled the trigger and connected on that one. And the lead is cut to 2. Greer working against Maravich. Dribbling outside. Sets up, launches a shot, and it's no good. He missed everything. Greer complaining that Pistol Pete got him on the elbow, but the refs aren't having any of that. And the fans here in Atlanta are letting Greer know that that shot was no good. And the Hawks have the basketball now. Minute 12 to play. They can tie the game. They look to Jerry Chambers on the outside. Now into the game replacing Maravich, and his jump shot from the wing is good. And we are tied with under a minute to play before halftime. Wally Jones now running the point for Philadelphia. Working against Hudson. Passes it over to the wing. Gets it back. Takes the jump shot from 15. That's no good. Ball's batted around, taken by Hazard. Hawks have some numbers. Hazard's going to push it. He takes it strong to the hole. Dumps it off to Davis, and Davis gets that one to go. Very nice fast break by Hazard. He set that one up for Davis beautifully. And the Hawks are now back in the lead. Boy, you got to hand it to the Hawks. They have shown a lot of resilience in this game. Falling down by double digits and falling down again and coming back to take the lead as we head into the last 40 seconds of quarter number 2. Jones gets it over to Crawford. Crawford strong to the hole. Lays it up and good. Nice take on that play by Freddie Crawford. And we are tied with 28 seconds to play. Hawks will have to run their offense. They get it to Hazard out top. Hazard swings it around to Chambers. 13 on the shot clock. Chambers has the open look. He puts it up. Off the back iron, no good. But Jones got him on the arm. Sloppy defense by Jones. Fouling the jump shooter. And Jerry Chambers will have 2 shots at the free throw line. First shot is off the front rim, no good. A rare miss for Chambers, usually a reliable free throw shooter. He missed them both. How about that? Autry with the rebound. And the 76ers now will have the last shot of the quarter and the opportunity to take the lead into the locker room. They get it to Cunningham. Cunningham drives, pulls up, shoots over Bridges, no good. And that is the end of the first half. We are tied at 51 here at halftime. Let's take a look at the box score. Rob, in answer to your question, this is not in the Omni. This is 1971. The Hawks were playing in Alexander Memorial Coliseum at that point in time. I'm not sure when the Omni was built. It couldn't have been much later than the early 70s, because certainly the Omni was home of a lot of great wrestling action in the 80s down in Atlanta. Of course, with Dave, you know, everything's going to relate back to wrestling one way or the other. So, Rob, that lime margarita, is that a tequila drink? And are you going to start misspelling some words now that you're knocking back a margarita on a Friday night? All right, here's your box score. Cunningham still leads the 76ers with 14 points, but he only scored 1 point in the second quarter. Bailey Howell picked up the slack for Philadelphia. And for Atlanta, it has been all about Hudson and Bellamy. Maravich has been quiet so far. 6 points, 5 turnovers for the Hawks. And it is as close can get. Quick channel update. Next Friday night there will be no basketball, as yours truly will be in the city of Philadelphia, enjoying a weekend in Philadelphia. Next weekend is the annual celebration known as Galacticon. It is sponsored by Filsinger Games. It is their yearly weekend get-together to celebrate the Champions of the Galaxy, which is probably a little more popular than the Legends of Wrestling game. Champions of the Galaxy is the same game engine as Legends of Wrestling, but it is centered on a fictitious Galaxian Wrestling Federation entirely created in the mind of Tom Filsinger. This has been going on for over 30 years now, as every year in the middle of the summer the new edition of the Galaxian Wrestling Federation comes out, introducing new characters, introducing new storylines, and the people who play Champions of the Galaxy are nuts about this game. I've played it a few times. It's kind of fun, but I'm really more engaged with the Legends of Wrestling. The real wrestlers is certainly my preference, but the guys who do the Champions of the Galaxy are very passionate about that, and they're very passionate about the Friday night release of the New Year's Game edition. In fact, I'll tell one more story and then we'll get back to basketball. Um, I had the opportunity late in his Ring of Honor career, just before he left for the WWE, to get an autograph in Dayton, Ohio from Bryan Danielson, a very, very popular Ring of Honor wrestler who went to WWE, and they changed his name to Daniel Bryan for whatever reason. And I had Bryan Danielson sign my copy of his Legends of Wrestling card. He looked at that card, his eyes lit up, and he said, "Oh man, I love Champions of the Galaxy. I'm so far behind on my seasons. Hey, how am I doing in your Legends of Wrestling Fed?" And I had to break the bad news to him that in the previous card he took a chair shot to the head from Rob Van Dam, won the match by disqualification when Van Dam hit the Van Daminator, that spinning back kick to the chair to the head, and that cost Van Dam the DQ, but it cost Bryan Danielson a thump on the head. And Danielson enjoyed hearing that story. And as I mentioned on last night's wrestling broadcast, one of the true nice guys in the wrestling business. One of my favorites. But as I mentioned, no basketball next week, as I will be at Galacticon. Friday night is actually going to be a fun night. We're going to meet at the minor league ball game in Reading, Pennsylvania. And after the baseball game, there will be a Chikara wrestling show on the field. Chikara, if you're not familiar with it, is basically a comedy wrestling show featuring a lot of Japanese-styled anime characters and a lot of creativity and a lot of humor. The Invisible Grenade by Chuck Taylor was popularized in Chikara, and things of that nature. So we'll get to see that show on Friday night. Saturday will be all day gaming. Legends of Wrestling tournaments, Champions of the Galaxy tournaments, and then Saturday night we'll head down to the legendary 2300 Arena in downtown Philadelphia to check out Evolve Wrestling. And on Sunday we'll be finishing up the gaming tournaments and heading back to beautiful Wisconsin. So no basketball next weekend. I may do a spot show sometime. I've got a couple of days off, but the wifey's home and we're doing some remodeling, so I do not have anything on the schedule for the channel in the days and weeks to come. So I'll just sit back and enjoy all the great broadcasts by all the great members of the channel. Our Red Sox fan, Rob, ID Jester, everybody who puts up such great content. Dave Gardner, Tribe fan, Ron Juckett, lots of great things to watch. So y'all won't miss me while I'm gone. You'll have plenty of YouTube streaming to keep yourselves entertained as I head to Galacticon for the weekend. All right, and with that, I will take a drink of zero squeezed vitamin water, lemonade flavor. And we'll get back to saying hello to Bobby Catalano now in the channel as we go to the second half of basketball with the score tied at 51. And the tip-off goes to Philadelphia. They've got Clark and Greer back in the game with Cunningham and Washington, Luke Jackson down low, starting five for Philadelphia. Atlanta also has their starting five on the floor with Hazard and Maravich in the backcourt, Sweet Lou Hudson at the small forward, Bill Bridges inside with Bellamy. And that 13 rebounds for Bridges in the first half. What a performance. And they're going to pound the ball down low to Cunningham. Cunningham had great success working the post in the first half. And apparently Jack Ramsey said, let's get back to Cunningham down low. Can he convert? He actually cannot get the shot off. Kicks it back outside to Greer. Greer's shot is no good, but he's fouled by Maravich. And that is 3 on Pistol Pete. Hal Greer to the line to shoot 2. Scored 8 in the first half. Greer's first free throw is good. And the 76ers have the lead. Greer converts the second. And it's a 2-point lead for Philadelphia as Atlanta takes the offense for the first time here in the second half. Hudson on the baseline. Cunningham's all over him. They swing it back around to the outside. Bellamy on the baseline. He can't get anything to happen. He swings it back around to Hudson. Hudson drives to the basket. He's cut off by Washington. The floater by Hudson is no good. Rebound for Jackson. Once again, strong interior defense by the 76ers. And it is Philadelphia basketball with a 2-point lead. Jackson inside, working against Bellamy. Bellamy cuts him off. Jackson has to swing it back out to the perimeter. Greer has it now, working against Maravich. Greer takes it inside. Drives to the basket. Stops and pops. Shot no good. Hazard takes away the rebound for Atlanta. Greer knows he's got Maravich in foul trouble. Tried to get to the hole, but Bellamy got over with the help side defense and stopped that penetration. Atlanta looks inside now to Bridges. Down low against Washington. Unloads from point blank range, off the glass, off the rim, no good. Greer with the rebound. Hawks back quickly on the transition defense, and the 76ers are forced to pull the ball out. They've got Washington on the wing. He doesn't know what to do out there. He swings it back out to Archie Clark. Clark loses it out of bounds, and that is a turnover for Philadelphia. Hawks with the basketball, looking once again to tie the game. They get it to Maravich on the outside. Maravich against Greer. He's going to pull the trigger. No, he loses the ball out of bounds. Scramble on the play. And it's tied up by Greer and Maravich, and that will be a jump ball. Maravich and Greer to jump it up. It's controlled by Maravich. Tipped over to Hazard, back to Maravich. Maravich takes it down the sidelines. Gets to the basket, finger rolls up and good. Give the assist to Hazard, and once again we're tied. Good ball game here in the third quarter. 10:32 to play. Philadelphia looks to Greer. He's their trigger man on the wing. Jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Hazard. Hazard put up a triple-double in the first game of the season, and he is almost on that pace here tonight. Hazard passes to Maravich. Back to Hazard. Hazard pulls the trigger, no good. Rebound Washington. 76er basketball. Philadelphia is going to run the offense through Washington on the low post. Atlanta's draped all over him, and he's forced to call the timeout. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Atlanta's going to need to draw up a play as Richie Guerin has that clipboard on the sidelines, drawing things up. Washington to inbound. Gets it out to Clark, back to Washington down low in the lane, posting up against Bridges. Good look inside, can't get it to fall. Rebound goes to the floor, and we have a whistle and a foul called on Bridges on the play. It'll be Jim Washington to shoot two, hoping to put Philadelphia back on top. First shot is good. Second shot for Philadelphia is up, no good. Maravich with the rebound for Atlanta. Back come the Hawks, trailing by one, looking to take the lead. Hudson drives baseline against Cunningham. Lost it out of bounds off his leg. Philadelphia basketball. Hawks just cannot get over the hump here in the second half, but they have kept it close the whole way. Philadelphia looks to Greer. Gets it from Clark on the right wing. Rises up from 15. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Taken away by Hazard. Hazard looked to go out in transition, but the 76ers get back, so Hazard pulls the ball out, resets the offense. Swings it around to Hudson. Hudson on the baseline, goes hard to the rack. Collides with Clark in the lane. Shot is up and good. Will there be a whistle? Yes. Foul is on Archie Clark. That is his first in the first of the quarter for Philadelphia. But we've got Hudson at the line now with a basket and a chance to make it a three-point play. Nice take by Lou Hudson. And Hudson misses the free throw. Rebound goes to Washington. And it is the Hawks now with a 1-point lead as Philadelphia brings the ball back on offense. Cunningham outside, guarded closely by Hudson. Pulls the trigger anyways. That shot's no good. It rolls out of bounds. Hawks basketball. Cunningham forced another one up after that hot first quarter. He just cannot get off the schneid. Atlanta with the basketball and the lead. They've got Hudson on the perimeter. Swings it back around to Maravich. Down to Hudson on the baseline. Hudson attacks the glass. Very aggressive this third quarter. He's cut off by Jackson. Hudson with the pull-up jump shot. It's around halfway down and out. Tipped on the way by Lucius Jackson. Maravich grabs the rebound, and he is fouled by Jackson. Very alert play by Pete Maravich. Jackson went over for the shot block, and Maravich snuck in there and stole the rebound. And we have a free throw on the play. One shot for Bill Bridges as he was pushed by Jackson trying to get back over to the rebound. And Bridges connects on the free throw. Hawks now lead by 2. 56-54. 8:39 to play, third period. Sixers look back inside to Washington. Let's see if we can get him going. He also was stellar in the first quarter. And he steps around Bridges and gets the finger roll to drop. And Hazard hit him on the arm. So now we have a three-point play opportunity for Jim Washington. Score is tied. And the free throw by Washington is no good. Rebound on the play by Maravich. 56-56. Both teams off to a somewhat sluggish start here in the third. As both teams desperately want to win game one of this best-of-5 playoff series. Hudson still attacking aggressively. Another layup is off the side of the rim, no good. Bridges grabs the offensive rebound. His putback attempt is a rainbow jump shot that's blocked by Washington. Rebound is batted around, tipped around by Hudson, grabbed by Bellamy. Bellamy with the putback attempt, and it spins out. Hawks can't buy a basket on this possession, but Bellamy gets a whistle and a foul called on Jackson. So it will be Bellamy headed to the free throw line with a 60% percentage on the year. His first shot is up and good. And the second shot for Bellamy is good. And the Hawks go back on top by 2. '76ers once again look to Greer. What's he going to do? He pitches it back out to Archie Clark behind him and out of bounds. Atlanta basketball. A little glitch in the matrix there for Philadelphia and a turnover. And the Hawks have the basketball and a chance to extend their lead. As Maravich will be their trigger guy. His outside jump shot is good. He nailed that one. 10 points on the game now. The Hawks have a 4-point lead, and believe it or not, fans, that is their biggest lead of the ball game. Here with 7:36 to play, third quarter. That's 10 points for Maravich on the night. Greer working against Maravich. This time he's going to take it to the hole. He barrels into Maravich. No call on the play. Greer with the layup, and he gets that to fall. Nice pass by Clark to set that up. 76ers back within 2. Atlanta with the lead and the basketball. Clark to Maravich. Maravich takes it to the basket. Into the lane. Little layup is up and good. Maravich goes down hard. No foul called on the play. But Maravich gets the basket and the Hawks are back out on top by 4. Philadelphia comes back and looks to Greer. This third quarter, it's been all Greer and all Maravich, and Greer traveled. Maravich may be chirping a little bit, trying to get into the head of the veteran Greer. Greer doesn't like rookies. And Maravich is showing his stuff here tonight. Hawks come back. Bellamy misses the shot. Jackson comes out with a rebound, pitches it out to Archie Clark. Archie Clark's going to force his way inside against Hazard. Dumps it off to Washington. Washington's layup no good, but we've got a whistle and a loose ball foul on the play, and that is going to go against Archie Clark. Maravich will shoot one, as that foul was a loose ball variety. And Maravich is off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Clark. And I'm going to take just a momentary timeout. There's some action upstairs, and I just got a text. I looked outside and did not see your feet sticking out from under the house. So did you make it through the storm? Oh, she must be... Don't know what that was about. She might be texting my son. I think my son Chad was out in Denver at a concert this week, and there was some hailstorm that he was caught up in. And I think she's just checking on his well-being in the group text. So here come the 76ers. I would like to say a special thanks for Archie Clark for dribbling down the 24-second clock while the announcer checks his text messages. Clark now is going to put the ball on the hole. Steps around Maravich, lowers the shoulder, and gets called for the offensive foul. What a daring play by Maravich to step in front of that one, already with 3 fouls. But he had the position. Clark ran him over, and Maravich gets the whistle, and the ball goes back to the Hawks. They look to Hudson on the baseline. Down to Bridges, back out to Hudson. They swing it over to Maravich. Maravich drives on Cunningham. Down the wing, collides with Jackson. The layup by Maravich is no good. Will we have a foul called on the play? Yes, that's on Jackson, and that is his 4th. And already with 6 minutes to play, the Atlanta Hawks are in the bonus. Very gritty performance by the Hawks here tonight after falling down early. Maravich hits the first free throw, and the Hawks are now up 5. Luke Jackson out of the game to be replaced by Dennis Autry for Philadelphia. Maravich hits both free throws. 14 points now for Pistol Pete. And the Hawks have their biggest lead of the game by 6. Philadelphia looks back inside to Cunningham. Gets it in close on the pick and roll, and he gets the bounce. That is the first basket for Cunningham in over 18 minutes of play. He still leads the 76ers with 16 points. It has just been a war. This ball game. Both teams shooting around 45%. Both teams struggling from the free throw line. Rebounds slightly favor Atlanta. Assists slightly favor Philadelphia. All in all, this game could not be more evenly matched, and that is what we expected from this 4-5 matchup. Atlanta basketball with a 4-point lead, under 6 minutes to play now, third quarter. Maravich wants it. Takes it to his left. Steps into the lane, cut off by Washington. Pull-up shot, no good, off rim. Bellamy gets the offensive board. He sends it back out to Maravich. Maravich is going to pull the trigger once again. From the outside, he drives in, reverse layup, around and out. We've got a loose ball foul on the rebound, and that is going to be against Bridges. That is 3 on Bridges. He shoved Archie Clark out of the way in his passion to get that rebound. And it'll be one shot for Archie Clark, and he hits it. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Clinton Parks. Good to have you here in the ball game tonight. Indeed, this is a physical game. It has been rugged inside, and now it's going to be Bridges inside for the Hawks, working against Archie Clark on the switch. One-hand runner by Bridges is good, and the Hawks now lead by 5. 66-61. 5:10 to play. Philadelphia runs the motion offense. They get Washington free on the block. They can't get it to him soon enough, and it's a shot clock violation against Philadelphia. Atlanta works the offense. They go to Bridges, down low, working against Washington. These two battled it out in the second quarter. They're back after it, and this time Washington stole it. Nice defense by Washington. He pitches it out to Cunningham. Cunningham to Clark. Center of the floor, and it's stolen by Bridges. Oh, my goodness. I didn't expect Bridges to be down there stealing the ball from the point guard, but he got it done. And now it is the Hawks with the opportunity to convert in transition. They get it to Hazard. Hazard takes it to the glass, and he is up and good. And he is fouled on the play by Greer. It is getting chippy here in Atlanta as Greer took Hazard to the floor hard on that play. Hazard made the basket, and he's going for the three-point play now. But his free throw is no good. He'll have one more try since Atlanta is in the bonus. And on the second try, he missed again. Hazard missed both free throw attempts, and Cunningham takes away the rebound for Philadelphia. 76ers now trailing by 7 as it is getting physical in the lane. Both teams taking it to the glass regularly. Elbows flying everywhere. This is a man's game here tonight. They swing it around to Greer on the perimeter, and he drains that one. He got the inside-out assist from Autry, and that's 14 now for Greer. The Hawks lead is back to 5 with 4:11 to play, third quarter. Hazard. He's going to call his own number this time. Rare field goal attempt. He drives to the basket. He shoots from the lane. It's good. That's 10 points now for Hazard to go with 8 assists and 7 rebounds. A very solid performance quietly by the Atlanta point guard. Hawks now up by 7. That is their biggest lead of the game. Autry has the ball outside. Bellamy's all over him. Shot clock winding down. Autry forces up the jump shot, no good. Circles around the rim and off. Rebound for Bellamy. And once again, the Hawks are getting out in transition. Hazard's got Maravich and Hudson. He swings it over to Maravich. No, it goes out of bounds. That ball was behind Hudson, and it went out of bounds to Philadelphia. 76ers catch a break on that one as the Hawks have a miscue in the open floor. They look to Cunningham, working against Hudson. Cunningham's going to bring it inside, down the baseline, blocked off by Bellamy. Jump shot by Cunningham is good. 18 now for Cunningham. He leads all scorers, and the 76ers are within 5. Atlanta works it around. Bridges inside, covered by Autry. Drops it out to Hudson on the wing. Over to Hazard for the perimeter jump shot, no good. But he is bumped on the play by Cunningham, and Hazard will go back to the free throw line. Hawks in the bonus. This will be a 3 to make 2 as Hazard misses the first. Off the back iron, no good. 76% free throw shooter in the NBA season, and he missed another one. It has been a struggle from the free throw line for the Hawks here in the third quarter, and that is allowing Philadelphia to keep it close. The third free throw for Hazard. Finally, he gets one to go. And the Hawks go up 71-65 with just over 3 minutes to play here in the third. Archie Clark on the perimeter. Gets it to Cunningham, working against Hudson. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Cunningham looks for the open man. He fakes the ball, takes the 15-footer. Tough shot is up and good. Good ball fake by Cunningham to get himself open for that shot. And the 76ers are back within 4, and that is 20 points now for Cunningham. Hazard running the offense. Pump fake, shoots the 15-footer. Up no good. Maravich steals the rebound, drops it down to Bellamy down low. Alley-oop layup by Bellamy is no good. And that rebound goes to Bailey Howell. In transition, Philadelphia has numbers. They've got Archie Clark directing the break. Atlanta slows them down. Cunningham drops it down low to Greer. Greer cannot hit the layup, and Bridges comes out with the rebound for Atlanta. Bridges now on the post. Right-handed runner against Howell is no good. Rebound pulled down by Cunningham. 5 rebounds now for Cunningham to go with his 20 points. 4-point lead for the Hawks. Philadelphia looking to cut into that lead. Greer's going to take it inside. Down the baseline, runs into Hazard. Reverse layup by Greer is no good. But we've got a whistle on a play, and that foul is going to be called on Walt Hazard. That's 5 fouls now on Atlanta, and from this point forward, it will be the bonus for Philadelphia. As Hal Greer connects on the first free throw. Second free throw for Greer is up and good, and it's a 2-point game. Back and forth we go. Each team trying to make a run, and each team responding in kind. Atlanta on the offense. They get it inside to Bridges. But Bridges couldn't get anything done, and he's called for the 3-second violation. Good defense by Philadelphia. 76ers with a chance to tie into the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. They go to Bailey Howell. He did a nice job the first half. This time his layup wriggles out. Battle for the rebound. It's grabbed out of there by Walt Bellamy. Bellamy sets up the offense. Gets the ball on the baseline. He's in some trouble here. Can he get it back out to the wing? He can't. He's forced to take the short jump shot. Ball is no good. Rebound Crawford for the 76ers. Philadelphia with another chance to tie this game. They look inside to Autry. Autry works against Bellamy. His jump shot is no good. But he is fouled on the play by Lou Hudson. And it will be Autry headed to the foul line with the 3 to make 2. And a chance to once again tie this ball game. Autry hits the first. 68% free throw shooter on the season. Steadies himself. Brings the ball into his chest. Puts the second shot up, no good. And now Autry will get the bonus. The third shot is up and good. And despite the bad-looking mullet, Autry gets 2 free throws, and the game is tied. Atlanta looks down low to Jim Davis. Pump fakes against White. Davis with the layup, it's up and good. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the play on Crawford. Hawks have the lead once again, and Jim Davis has a free throw opportunity. In fact, he'll get 2 to make 1. And the shot's up and good. 74-71. Atlanta with the lead. 49 seconds to play, third quarter. Philadelphia looks inside to Autry as the second units now are in the game. Autry with the turnaround jump shot from the corner is no good. Autry tips in his own miss, and he gets the basket. Hawks now lead by 1. 30 seconds to play, third quarter. They dump it inside to Bridges. And it's stolen away by Howell. 23 seconds to play. Jones is going to pull it out. And the 76ers will play for the final shot of the period. Ogden's going to take it from the outside. It's off iron, no good. Ogden wants the foul called. Howell grabs the rebound. With 6 seconds on the clock, he shoots the jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Bridges. Hawks rushing it down the court. Can they get a shot off? There's 5 seconds to go in the game, in the quarter. They get it to Hudson, and Hudson puts it home. At the buzzer, Lou Hudson went coast to coast with that one and just beat the buzzer to hit the layup and give the Hawks a 3-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the box score. Very entertaining, but very tightly played third quarter. As Atlanta goes into the quarter with a 3-point lead. Balanced attack for the Hawks. Hudson with 19, Bellamy 15, 14 for Maravich, 11 for Walt Hazard. Philadelphia also has 4 in double figures, led by Cunningham with 20 and Greer with 16. scoring leaders in that third quarter. Maravich with 8 for Atlanta, Greer with 8 for Philadelphia. As these teams are battling tooth and nail in game one here of this best of 5 quarterfinal matchup in the 1971 Epic Basketball League playoffs. And we head back to action with the fourth quarter tip. And the tip-off is taken by Philadelphia. They've got Freddie Crawford with it on the wing. Crawford takes it inside. Reverse layup with the left hand is no good. Ball squirts away and it's gathered in by Davis. Atlanta basketball. Herb White running the offense for the Hawks. He's got Chambers and Hudson. He swings it over to Hudson. Hudson from the wing. Takes it inside. Hudson with the layup. It's good. Lou Hudson got past Bud Ogden on that play. Took it to the glass and finished for the two-pointer. 21 now for Lou Hudson. He now leads all scorers. Jones looks inside to Autry, can't get it to it. They swing it around to Ogden. Ogden looking inside to Howell. But Ogden lowered his shoulder and got called for the offensive foul. He wanted Bailey Howell inside, couldn't get it to him, and dribbled into the defense. And is called for the offensive foul. Atlanta now with the basketball. 5-point lead, 11:27 to play in the game. They've got Chambers outside. What's he going to do? He's going to pull the trigger. Jump shot from the outside is good. That is a big basket for Jerry Chambers. Anything they get from him with Maravich on the bench is nothing but gravy. Sixers are going to look inside to Bailey Howell, trailing now by 7. And Howell is stripped by Bill Bridges. 2 steals tonight by Bridges, and they've both been huge. Hawks running the offense through White out on top. Swings it around to Hudson. Hudson's going to be their go-to guy with Maravich on the bench. Hudson takes it inside once again. His teardrop from the lane is no good, but he is fouled on the play by Autry. And it will be Sweet Lou Hudson shooting 2. Hudson connects on the first. And the Hawks now have their biggest lead of the game. 81-73, 10:46 to play. Hudson lines up the second one. It's no good. Rebounded by Autry. Hair flying everywhere as Autry with that bad-looking mullet grabs the board, and Philadelphia brings it back down the court. They get it to Crawford. Crawford on the attack. Gets into the lane. Tries to pass it out to Howell, but he shuffled the feet, and he's called for the travel. Tough start to the fourth quarter for Freddie Crawford. And Atlanta has the opportunity to open up a double-digit lead. They look to Hudson. Hudson's the shooter. He comes around a screen by Bridges, and he shuffled his feet, and he's called for the travel. This is not your son's NBA. This is old school basketball, and they don't look kindly upon shuffling the feet in this league. 76ers trying to get back into it. Working it inside to Howell. Gets it from Jones. Goes to work in the low post. Double pumps. Short jump shot. Blocked by Davis. Get that shot out of here. Bounces out of bounds. 76ers basketball. 15 on the shot clock. But the fans here in Atlanta give Big Jim Davis a round of applause for that block shot. 15 to shoot. Howell, smothered by Bridges. Looks to pass, dumps it down to Autry. Autry on the low block, works against Davis. Layup off the side of the rim. Rolls around and out. But White got him on the arm, and it will be Autry taking his bad-looking mullet to the line for 2 free throws. He hits the first. Lead is down to 7. And if Autry can hit the second, he'll connect on that. And the lead is now 6. Under 10 minutes to play in the game. Hawks on a run. 76ers trying to keep it close. Hawks setting up the offense. They look to Hudson. Hudson drives the baseline. Gets into the lane, lays it up and good. Assist to Herb White on the play. Hudson now with 24. He is on fire here in the second half. Wally Jones looks over to Ogden. Ogden backing down. Looks for Jones outside. Throws it away. Another turnover for Philadelphia. Hawks with the basketball and once again a chance to stretch the lead to double digits. What a fourth quarter performance by the Atlanta Hawks here in Alexander Memorial Coliseum in Atlanta. White works it around to Hudson, down to Bridges. Bridges works against Crawford. Tries to get it to Hudson. Out of play. Off the fingers of Hudson, Philadelphia basketball. Philadelphia looks inside to Howell. They can't find him. They pitch it back out to Ogden on the perimeter. Ogden off balance, but gets that to go. And the 76ers are back to within 6. Usually it's about the 9-minute mark, maybe closer to 8 minutes, when the CPU brings the first units back onto the floor. But right now it's second unit on second unit, except for Lou Hudson out there, and he is dominating the fourth quarter for Atlanta. Atlanta works the offense. Hudson hands it back to White. White shoots the tough jump shot from deep. It's no good. Rebounded by Ogden. Here come the 76ers. They have got the numbers on the fast break with Wally Jones at the helm. Jones is going to take it himself. Steps around Chambers, lays it up and good. That's the first basket of the night for Wally Jones. And the 76ers are back within 4. Just when you think one team's going to pull away, back come the opponents. And this has been a nip and tuck basketball game throughout. Hawks look inside to Big Jim Davis. Can they get it to him? Yes, they get it down to him on the pick and roll. And Davis barrels over Autry, and that's going to be an offensive foul. And sure enough, at the 8:32 mark of the game, with the Hawks leading by 4, here come the first units. And it is going to be mano a mano the rest of the way. They go right inside to Cunningham. He is taking care of business tonight on the low post. This time he cannot get the short jumper to fall, but he is bodied on the play by Chambers. And Cunningham will go to the line to shoot 2. Chambers into the game, giving Lou Hudson a break, as Maravich and Hazard will handle the offense. Cunningham hits the first free throw. 21 now for Cunningham, looking to make it 22. And the second free throw is no good. Rebound on the play to Hazard. Hawks still leading by 3. But the 76ers are crawling back into it. They're going to look inside to Bellamy. Bellamy from 5 feet away, no good. Jackson got his hand in the face. Rebound pulled away by Jones. Jones and Greer will run with it. Cunningham gets it over to Greer. Greer's layup is no good. But somebody got him on the arm, and once again, that is Chambers. That's 3 on Chambers, 2 here in the opening minutes of the fourth quarter. Hal Greer to the line, hits the first free throw. He's now got 17. And Greer hits the second, and it's once again a 1-point ball game. This is coming right down the stretch. Playoff action here in the Gold Tier quarterfinals. Both these teams looking for the opportunity to move to the semis. Atlanta works it down inside to Jim Davis. Davis in the low post. Short jump shot is no good. But he is fouled on the play by Washington. The foul totals are piling up here in the first few minutes of the fourth quarter. And it will be Jim Davis at the free throw line. He connects on the first. Solid performance by Big Jim Davis out of Colorado. And the second free throw for Davis is up. And no good. Rebounded by Jackson. 76ers have the basketball with a chance to tie the game. But Jones tries to run the offense, set things up. He gets trapped out there. And that is going to be the 24-second shot clock violation. That was a little quick on that play. But as Dave Garner has pointed out, Action PC basketball does sometimes blow that quick whistle on the 24-second shot clock. Hawks with the basketball, leading by 2. Hazard with the ball out top, guarded on the switch by Washington. He's going to swing it around to Maravich. Maravich from the wing. Pulls the trigger on the jump shot. Off glass, no good. But Hazard sneaks in and grabs the rebound. That's his 9th rebound. He sends it back out. He's going to look around for Maravich. Maravich on the perimeter, dumps it down low to Bellamy on the baseline. Bellamy back out to Maravich. Maravich drives to the hole, collides with Greer. The layup is no good. But we've got a whistle and a foul on Greer. Pistol Pete comes back from the bench, and he comes out aggressively. Gets to the lane, gets to the line, and hits the first free throw. Lead is back to 3 for Atlanta. Can he make it 4? Yes, he can. That is 16 now for Maravich. Hawks back on top by 4. We are now under 7 minutes to play in the game. Clark looks to take it himself against Hazard. Drives into the lane. Bellamy cuts him off. Short jump shot by Clark is around, and no basket on the play as Bailey Howell went up and got a piece of that one while it was still on the cylinder. Basketball goes back to Atlanta. 6:46 to play. Hudson takes it in against Cunningham. Back into the game. Lays it up off the glass, and he gets this one to go once again. Hudson got the quick rest. Came back in at full speed and took Billy Cunningham to school on that play. 26 now for Hudson. As Philadelphia sets up, they go to Cunningham on the low block. Short jump shot from inside won't go down. Pulled down by Hudson. And it's the Hawks basketball. Now we've got Atlanta on the run midway through the fourth quarter. Atlanta looking to stretch the lead. They go back to Hudson. Hudson from the outside. Jump shot is good. Hawks now up by 8. 76er coach Jack Ramsey imploring his team. Look inside to Bailey Howell. Howell from the inside has it knocked away, out of play. Basketball will remain with Philadelphia with 12 on the shot clock. 6:06 on the game clock. They get Howell on the perimeter. He swings it around to Jackson. Jackson inside has to force one up as the shot clock's expiring. But Jackson gets the jump shot to go. Good shot by Luke Jackson. That is his first basket of the ball game, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time. Atlanta running the screen to the low block. They get it inside to Bellamy. His short jump shot is around the cylinder and out, but he is fouled on the play by Cunningham. And we're going to see more free throws. This time it will be Bellamy going to the line. Only a 60% free throw shooter, and he missed the first. And he did not look good doing it. Can he convert the second? No, he missed them both. And the rebound is taken by Jackson. So the 76ers catch a break on that play as Bellamy misses both free throws. And the Hawks now have the basketball, looking to cut into a 6-point lead. Cunningham swings it back out to Greer, back down to Cunningham. 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham's going to have to put it up. Posting up against Hudson. Shoots with the left hand off the rim, no good. Howell grabs the offensive rebound for Philadelphia. Howell with the leaner from in close around the cylinder, and it falls out. Sails out of bounds after a battle for the rebound. Last touched by Philadelphia. That will be Atlanta basketball. Hawks with the basketball and a 6-point lead. Closing in on 5 minutes to play in this one. Hudson outside against Cunningham. Swings it around to Chambers. They get it down to Bellamy down low. Bellamy in the low post. Pump fakes. Shoots over Jones. It won't go down. But Greer fell on top of him, and they whistle Greer for the foul. Greer came over to help his backcourt mate against the big man. But it's Greer who picks up the foul, and that is his 5th. Can Bellamy do any better at the free throw line this time? No, he missed the first one. That's 3 in a row missed by Bellamy. Archie Clark now back into the game, starting point guard for Philadelphia. They're going to need his leadership. As Bellamy misses again, that's 4 misses in a row for Bellamy. Jim Washington back into the game, and he gets that rebound for the 76ers. Boy, Washington has been quiet since he had the big first quarter. They've got Cunningham outside with Hudson all over him. Cunningham's going to have to put it on the floor. He can't get around Hudson, so he swings it back around to Archie Clark. And with the shot clock running down, Archie Clark's going to have to take it himself. And he can't get it off in time. Shot clock violation. Basketball goes back over to Atlanta. Hawks leading by 6 now, under 5 minutes to play. What are they going to do? They're going to look down low to Bellamy. Bellamy from the inside. The jump hook shot hits nothing but net. Clutch shot by the veteran Bellamy. He's got 17, and the Hawks have stretched the lead to 8. Greer looking to attack. Bounces into Clark. Clark to Cunningham. Back to Greer. Greer missed everything. It is getting desperate for the visiting 76ers. As Greer missed everything, and the Hawks get the basketball and another chance to extend the game to a double-digit lead. They're going to go to Maravich. He's their guy. He pulls the trigger from outside. Step back jump shot is up and good. Boy, the Hawks certainly have a lot of weapons, and and they've gotten some good performances tonight by a lot of players. Maravich included. 18 points now for Pistol Pete. And for the first time in tonight's game, the Hawks have a double-digit lead. Philadelphia getting desperate. They look to Cunningham. Cunningham on the low block works against Hudson. Turnaround jump shot won't fall. Maravich grabs the rebound. It has been all Atlanta here in the fourth quarter. Hawks in no hurry to run the offense as they let some time go by before they swing it around to Maravich. Maravich to his left. Drives to the basket, stripped by Washington. Clark comes out of it. Atlanta's back on defense. Washington gets it inside to Cunningham. His layup is no good, and that's rebounded by Hazard. 11 points, 10 rebounds now, 9 assists for Hazard. He is on the brink of a triple-double as he looks to Hudson on the perimeter. Hudson takes it inside. His shot is good. That is 30 for Lou Hudson, and the Hawks are running away with this one in the fourth. It is now a 12-point lead for Atlanta, 96-84, as Philadelphia has laid an egg here in the fourth quarter. And there is another turnover as Clark threw it away looking for Greer. Greer went left, Clark passed right. Out of bounds, Atlanta basketball. Under 3 minutes to play now, Hawks leading by 12. They look inside to Bridges. Bridges on the low block. Shoots from in close, not this time. But Bellamy grabs the rebound to keep possession. Bellamy goes back up with the left hand. Off the front rim, no good. And this time the rebound goes to Archie Clark. Philadelphia needs to work quickly. They look down low to Cunningham. They haven't scored in over 3 minutes. Cunningham from point blank range gets it to go. They're back to within 10. Atlanta burning some clock. Hazard from the outside looks to pass. Gets it over to Hudson. Shot clock running down. Hudson's got to put one up. His short jump shot misses. And the rebound will go to... Oh, we've got a whistle on the play, and a foul is called on Cunningham. Boy, what a bailout call. Hudson was off balance, throwing that up at the end of the shot clock. But the referees blew the whistle, and they're going to give him the free throws. Hudson connecting on the first. Billy Cunningham is not at all happy with the officiating on that play, as Hudson converts both free throws, and the Hawks go back up by 12, and we're in the final 2 minutes of basketball. Greer. Outside. Quick shot is up and good. Nicely done by Greer. But the 76ers need to get the ball back quickly. Atlanta looks inside to Bridges. He can't get open. They swing it back around. Shot clock down to 8. They get it around to Maravich. Off the screen from Bridges. Hudson with the jump shot. It's tipped away and blocked. Blocked by Cunningham. Rebound by Washington. Here come the Sixers. They look to Jackson down low. No, they can't find Jackson. Clark's going to take it himself. On the perimeter. The jump shot is up and good. They're going to have to go to the aggressive defense. As Hazard brings the basketball up. Hazard is a veteran. He knows how to take care of the basketball. He's going to swing it around to Hudson. Hudson on the wing. Fall-away jump shot by Hudson is no good. But he draws the contact from Cunningham, and that is another foul on Cunningham. And the Hawks are now in the bonus. So Hudson will step to the line with the 3 to make 2. Hudson, first shot is no good. He'll have 2 more opportunities to extend this lead back to double digits. He missed the second. Lou Hudson suddenly going cold from the free throw line. Can he hit the third? No, he missed 3 in a row. And Washington grabs the rebound. That is 7 missed free throws at least for Atlanta in this period. Their free throw percentage is abysmal tonight. And they have left the door open for Philadelphia to get back into the game. They look to Greer. Greer looks to Cunningham down low. Cunningham in the paint. Shoots a short jump shot, no good. Cunningham wants the foul. He's not getting any help. Bellamy grabs the rebound. Billy Cunningham is one angry 76er right now. And he is giving the referees an earful. Atlanta burns some clock. They swing it around to Maravich. Maravich open on the wing. He's pushed down by Greer, and that's all for Greer. Hal Greer fouls out of the ball game with 6 personal fouls, under a minute to play. Greer had 20 points tonight, 6 assists, but 6 personal fouls. And Maravich has the chance to put this one away for the Hawks. He hits the first. Maravich with the second shot, it's up and good. And that's 20 for Pistol Pete tonight. 100-90. Atlanta pushing the ball, Philadelphia pushing the ball back up the court. Crawford to inbound to Clark. Clark looks inside to Washington. Washington on the baseline gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham's shot is no good. Crawford gets the rebound. He passes it back out. Cunningham wants it on the baseline. He's going to pull the trigger again. Actually, it's slapped away by Hazard and stolen. Hazard will run with it. Over to Bellamy. Bellamy to Maravich. Maravich misses the layup. But a foul is called on Crawford. And that is 9 personal fouls on the 76ers here in the half. But they can't blame the referees for this miserable performance. They laid an egg here in the fourth quarter, and the Hawks are going to win this one going away as Maravich buries 2 more free throws. And the lead is now 102-90 in favor of the Hawks with 33 seconds to play here in the game. Cunningham wants the ball on the baseline. Clark tries to get it to him. He loses it briefly. They finally get it to Cunningham. His deep jump shot is no good. Bounces out of bounds to Atlanta. 7 straight misses for Cunningham here in the fourth quarter. And the game is over for all intents and purposes, as Rob has pointed out in the chat room. Atlanta content to burn clock. 15 on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. Hazard with the basketball. Swings it around to Maravich. And Crawford grabbed him. Crawford called for the foul. Maravich back to the free throw line. And this is just icing on the cake now for Atlanta. Maravich misses the first free throw. Second free throw for Pistol Pete is up. And he missed it again. But it's a rebound for Washington. And that's a double-double for Jim Washington, although Washington, after that big first quarter, went quiet, as did Cunningham. Cunningham's going to pull the trigger. From the wing, jump shot is no good. Washington with the offensive rebound. And with 1 second to play, he pulls the trigger. He cannot get the shot off, and that will do it. And you heard it from the announcer. The final score, Atlanta 102, Philadelphia 90, as Philadelphia managed only 17 points in the fourth quarter. And Atlanta wins this one going away behind the dynamic duo of Sweet Lou Hudson and Pistol Pete Maravich, combining for 54 points on the night. Another 17 and 13 for Bellamy. Walt Hazzard nearly pulled the triple-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. 10 points for Jim Davis off the bench. The shooting woes for Philadelphia in the fourth quarter were the story of this one. Cunningham missed 7 straight down the stretch, finished 8 for 21 on the game. A disappointing night for Billy, although he led the Philadelphia 76ers with 23 points. He can't be happy with his performance. Greer with 20 and 6 before fouling out. 13 for Washington, and most of that came in the first quarter. And Howell also had a strong first half off the bench, but the Philadelphia offense manages only 39 points in the second half. And Atlanta takes game 1 of this series at home. Atlanta will come back and play again here in Atlanta. Then it will be back to Philadelphia for 2, and if necessary, a game 5 back here in Atlanta. All right, everybody. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Rob, our Red Sox fan, Clinton Parks, thanks for coming out. Dave Garner was here earlier. Bobby Catalanato took a break from the Cylon Johns. Tribe fan made his appearance. San Diego Jaws, nice to see you in the chat room. Arnold Hunter made a cameo. The original Grognard stopped in for a thumbs up. So thank you, everybody, for checking out tonight's ball game. Once again, your final score, Atlanta 102, Philadelphia 90. And from the Dave Cave, that's our show, and I am out of here.